Uh, so Uh, basically, one thing need to be appreciated, and I am very sure I would like to first, before briefing you, I would like to listen in a minute or two. What you have really got gathered from this project? I mean, this mission, because this mission would be changing the face and fate of our country.
Yes, yes, of course, of course. So, here, okay, we have talked to like around 40 people until now. We started this project 2, 3 days back, and most, like, I would say, like, we talked to like 4, 5 admins, and the rest of the people are, more users. So why they come to this app, and we want to understand the motivation so that okay, when they come to this app, they won't just see, okay, like, not like another social media app, so that they will go back, right? So we have to do something to create more engagement. They have to see more value in that app, right? So, and this is, okay, we have to make more calls to understand, okay, this is what, so that's what we are doing. We heard a lot of insights from the user perspective, but we want to also see, because admins are the one who are running the whole Kutumb, right? So we want to understand, any concerns and how they come to this app, and how we can provide more, what they want from this app. So that's what we're really working on.
Okay.
But it's just, we are initial phase. We still have 2 more weeks,
Okay.
to finalize this project.
Okay.
But we have to make a lot of user calls. Yeah.
Okay. Number one, what I strictly feel that it is question of growing a community for
Hmm.
and especially for Crime Free Bharat mission for a cause, right?
Yes.
Cause is to transform this nation. Cause is to make our country crime free. Cause is to make it corruption free as well, right?
Yes.
Now the biggest hindrance that the government or the setup which we have uh, got it from Britishers, whether it would be willing to have that kind of ambitions to be fulfilled for the normal citizen,
Hmm.
right? Now let's put this way that in true sense we did not get any independence or so-called azadi.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
uh, there was a transfer of power which was conceived and enacted in the British Parliament, not on Indian soil, right?
Yes.
And the name of the act was Indian Independence Act 1947, which was passed in British Parliament on 17th July 1947,
Yeah.
and it received the assent of Queen on 18th of July 1947. Though it says India's Independence Act 1947, but the independence word is only used in title. In
Hmm.
true sense, it was not independence, it was a transfer of power to select Indians, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, the select Indian was nobody else but the Jawaharlal Nehru. Unfortunately, he did not get even a single vote in working committee, right?
Hmm.
I think I'm not very sure because you, being technocrat, you may not be knowing these details.
Yeah,
So,
not fully, but I read history. I like to understand a lot of how
yeah,
we come now, right?
very, very, very true, very true. So
Yeah.
that's why I am trying to give you little background
Okay.
because that without that perspective, we would not really appreciate what is happening with our country, right?
Yes. Yes.
Because we are in a so-called kind of a loop in a vicious circle, or in Hindi we call chakravyuh. And unless we understand the dynamics of this chakravyuh or vicious circle, it
No.
would be very difficult for us to come out of it, right?
Yes. Yes.
So, our honorable first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, he did not get a single vote in working committee, and decision was that whosoever will be the president of working committee, he will be the first Prime Minister of the country as well.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, the dynamics was that English people used Gandhiji and both connived to make Jawaharlal Nehru the first prime minister, right?
Yes.
And Sardar Patel was dissuaded, and finally he fall in line with Gandhiji's wishes. Now,
Yes.
a person who did not get even a single vote, if he is having so high ambitions to be the prime minister of the country, then he is left with no other option but to really do something so that he must ensure his survival in the power till he is alive, and thereafter making the same for his children, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we have to understand it really sequentially. So number one, it is the Britishers who obliged them for this position, who selected them for this position. So in return, he was supposed to oblige Britishers, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
he did it fully. Very few people knows that who really make the draft of the constitution.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Who made the draft of the constitution?
Ambedkar.
No, no. Because
Okay.
say if you go on internet and you say that draft committee proceedings, then you will get what exactly happened in verbatim in those 3 years, right?
Yes.
So, including he said good morning, good evening, thank you, he rose, who rose. I mean, that it is having a greater details, right?
Yes. Yes.
Including the mannerism which was observed during things, right?
Yes.
So, he was given a draft which was deliberated for 3 years. Now,
Okay.
it has to be understood who gave the draft, which was deliberated for 3 years by Dr. Ambedkar.
Okay. Okay.
That draft was made by 7 people, and Jawaharlal Nehru himself was the chief of it. But he was not very sure, so he wanted that this draft should be refined and improved by a Britisher, right?
Yes.
And I am forgetting name, the details from where I learnt all these details. He gave the name of that Britisher also. But that
Okay.
Gandhiji did not allow it to happen. He said, no, it will send a very wrong message. Draft committee should be of the Indians and they should be doing this, and nobody other than the Dr. Ambedkar would be a right person for it, and that's how he was made the chairman, right?
Yes.
When
Yes. Yes.
Java,
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt. But also I would like to understand, here this is really important.
uh,
So I would like to understand your, connection with the app, application, and also about you, so that I can see.
You see, it is just to give you the background, nothing.
Okay, okay. Because because I
Basically,
thought you don't have a lot of
it
time.
has nothing to do with the app. It is just explaining the objective which the
Okay,
Crime
okay,
Free Bharat mission is pursuing. It
okay,
We will come on the app little later, right?
okay,
Because
okay.
it is just to really make you appreciate and understand the details.
Yes,
So,
yes,
despite the fact that the draft was made by him, if you go through the proceeding, you will understand and appreciate that Jawaharlal Nehru, those who was he was the first prime minister and he was a very busy person, but he attended all the meeting and he made it sure that whatever was written in the draft should come in the spirit which the Britishers were desired to see. Right
yes,
now, the second we can see that he made Lord Mountbatten Governor General of India. Right,
yes,
Pakistan did not do the same. Right. So, all the 3 commanders of the armed forces were also Britishers, right?
yes.
Uh, Everything was sent to the Queen for approval, including posting of the minister, this, that. So, it was a truly, and you see the way that Mountbatten used to react and talk. We thought this, so it was in true sense, it was a total servile attitude of the Jawaharlal Nehru with Mountbatten and with Britisher,
Hmm.
right? I mean that this dimension has to be understood,
Yes,
and he made the provision you must be knowing that our constitution has adopted almost 80% जो है ना clauses from Government of India Act 1935.
Okay,
So
okay.
that was so basically that the source, and then few provisions have come from here and there, fundamental right to principle, this that. I mean, so I mean that's how that was mix of the concept which were taken, and all concept were taken from where the Britishers were the ruler. This concept has also has to be kept in mind,
Okay.
and a provision like Article 333
Hmm.
was also जो है made the part of the constitution. Do you understand what is this Article 333?
Not really, sir. No.
So this article says there will be two Anglo-Indian who will be nominated by the President of India on the recommendation of Prime Minister or Cabinet, right?
Okay, okay.
Now, who are the Anglo-Indians? Anglo-Indians are the son and daughters of born from जो है union of this English people
And
with the Indians, right?
yes,
Indian women, right?
yes.
Now, why जो है that kind of the population should be nominated, whose interest it is serving in parliament?
Hmm.
And you must be knowing that one person need to be nominated in each Vidhan Sabha also. And
Okay.
do you know what is the total number of Anglo Indians in India? It is around 267 or so.
Just that.
So
Okay.
for 267, 2 2 plus 30 of 50 जो whatever जो है, I mean it makes almost 32 odd percent. So 32 odd persons are being represented in various states and in parliament. It speaks volume about the servility of the Jawaharlal Nehru, right?
Hmm.
Now let's push it around. Now, whatever the rules were enacted by the Britishers, they were primarily meant to rule slave Indians. They were meant to exploit them. They were meant to humiliate them. Do you agree with this?
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm online. Yeah.
Okay. So now, Jawaharlal Nehru adopted all those rules and regulations without changing comma and full stop through the parliament, right?
Yes.
So you are still under the rules and regulation enacted by the Britishers for Indian slave. So as per the law, you are a slave, right? Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, to administer these rules, he conceived certain apparatus in which the police, bureaucracy, judiciary, and all governmental organ will come in that, right?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
That was adopted as it is, right?
yeah, yeah.
So what is the disadvantage of adapting it as it is? Because that those organs were made with the lordship concept, because unless they are having the lordship, they will not be in position to rule and command slaves, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
That even the today your police is being governed by the rule Indian Police Act or Police Act of 1861. Do
Okay.
you know this?
Uh, Not deeply, but I'm getting into that now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So even today, police is being regulated, or it is being operated through an act which was promulgated by the Britishers in 1861. And can you connect it with the 1857?
Uh,
1857 is the year where we fought the first war of independence, or
yes,
so-called
yes,
mutiny in the language of Britishers,
yes, yes. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So a organ was conceived that such kind of the mutiny or first war of the independence must not happen in India. That kind of the police is given to you, right? And we are happy even after 75 years of that to have the similar kind of police. And even in the commissionary system, what you have done, you have provided little senior officers to do the job, and they are having the magisterial power also to be little more effective.
Yeah.
But whether your police is accountable, whether your police is transparent, when
Hmm.
the law says that if you lodge a false complaint, you will be prosecuted under section 211 and 182 of IPC, then why you go and your complaints are not being registered?
Hmm.
When whatever you are reporting, it is a crime against the state. Do you know this? You may be a complainant, but it is not a crime against you. It is a crime against the state. So all cognizable offenses are treated offenses against the state, right? That's
Okay.
why
Okay.
I don't know
Hmm.
whether you ever paid attention. If you see any decision, you will always say so and so versus state of so and so, state of Tamil Nadu, state of UP, state of Bihar, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Because all criminal cases are supposed to be offense against the state. So a an offense against the state, how a small creature, SHO or Havaldar or ASI, how he is have the tenacity to refuse it for the very simple reason that we are slab. So
Hmm.
even in commissioner system, when you are having the powers, extra powers to control slabs, but the much needed accountability was not there. And if any functionary, for whatever the reason, if he takes deliberately wrong decision, there is no accountability.
Yeah.
Why there should not be element of compensation?
Hmm.
And there could be the two element of the compensation. One element of compensation may flow from that bureaucrat himself, and second amount should be जो है ना come from the state कि why you posted such kind of the irresponsible person on that position.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, despite the fact that day by day it is getting difficult to get our offense registered, all chief ministers and everybody is in full praise of the police
Yeah.
because now there is a total connivance, right?
Okay.
And
Yes.
and and now you see, though it is a Indian police service, but जो है they are serving their आकाश, and that's why the chief of the police are fighting like cat and dogs.
Hmm.
There had been
Okay.
many examples: Mumbai, this, that, Bihar, Delhi, Director ED, and so blah blah blah. I mean, this is not one. I mean, there are n number of the cases, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So you are having that kind of the police, you are having that kind of the bureaucracy, you are having that kind of the judiciary. Everyone is lord, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody is enjoying fruits, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Even judiciary, जो है ना, they have the two LTCs in a year. They are
Yes.
having summer vacation, they are having winter vacation, and this, that, and the total compilation of cases, now it is 4 crore and 20 lakhs when all offenses are not being registered.
Hmm.
Now this is the dynamic. So, number one, your law, rules, and regulation, they are the same which were enacted for slabs, right?
Yeah.
And whatever little improvement has been done to make it more draconian, to give the more power to the apparatus so they can rule effectively.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I mean that this dimension also need to be paid attention.
Yes. Yes.
Do you agree with me?
Yes. Yes. I'm listening to all the
Okay.
conversations.
Now
How
now
you're linking everything.
yeah, now the second part which we have to really appreciate, that is that apparatus is of the with the lots of with the almost zero accountability, right? And over the period, that apparatus, though protected by constitution, there are
Hmm.
4 articles which are protecting every bureaucrat and this apparatus. They are Article 109, 110, 111, and 112 of our constitution, right?
Hmm.
And it was expected that our bureaucracy will have the guts to stand, and the wrong by done by the politician or anybody, they will have the courage to even oppose it, and they will be totally nationalist and they will be doing those kind of the things. But the reality on the ground is just opposite. That whole bureaucracy is now is in full and complete control, And now let's come to the third part of the whole system, that is the political system, right?
Yeah.
Now, these political parties, they are not mentioned, they are not conceived by constitution, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So the political party, they came into existence by an act which is called the People's Representative Act 1951.
Hmm.
That act has been conceived deliberately in the way so that there should be no accountability, right? So this
Yeah.
act is also act of the lordship. So that's why all political party now they have become just like a private company or family company. If one chief minister goes into the jail on account of the charge of the corruption, he did not have the faith in his second in command. He prefers to nominate his wife, who is illiterate, to be the chief minister of the state. It is that
Hmm.
to that extent it is a family company, right? In
Yeah.
this, we did not make any provision to ensure the internal democracy of the political party, right?
Yes.
It
Yes.
did not made any attempt to have the do's and don'ts, which are the conduct of the political party. They will be bracketed as a crime, and the person who will be doing those kind of the conduct, they will go behind the bar.
Yes. 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 Yes.
That kind of the concept were not there, and all kind of the benefit has been given, including the income tax, this, that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry to interrupt. I got, I think I have a clear idea about, where it comes from, and, where you want to construct this app, where you want to place it into this, your group, and, but
Now,
just,
now I will come to that basically. So
okay.
I could make you understand that we are facing much greater malice than we understand.
Hmm.
These politicians are not choosing their candidates meritorious one.
Hmm.
Their preference is whosoever will give them the more money, he will be allotted ticket. He
Yeah.
is, they are preferring the people of their leaders or son and daughters of their leaders as their candidate.
Hmm.
The people from other party, those who are now of the view that they are not going to getting into the power, and they want to join their party for the sake of now again enjoying the fruit of the satta or power. By joining that party, they are most welcome. They are offered, they are garlanded, they are given tickets, and they are given the ministerial position as well, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, this is the third way of giving. And fourth is, it is being given on the basis of the caste and religion. And there's no harm, I mean, caste and religion, if you are having that consideration. But
Hmm.
the precaution is taken that meritorious should not be taken, because if the person, though more meritorious and more capable than the leadership themselves, they will become the challenge to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the non-meritorious people, those who are coming from the caste and religion, they were deliberately chosen so that maintain their winnability at the cost of the nation, right?
Yes. Yes.
And the
Yes.
fifth, now they are preferring criminals with the religion and the caste equations. So all put together, you are getting options to vote among this kitty of five people only.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, let's a little understand what tactics are being used to win election. So, you have to appreciate that each political party, they are having IT cell. I think you must be sure that every party is having IT cell, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
the
Yes.
IT cell job is to highlight small things out of the proportion for whom they are working,
Hmm.
find out somewhere some glitches. They may be cut and may be misinterpreted out of context to give the disadvantage to the opponent.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
second part which IT cell is doing, it is identifying social media handlers, those who are working for the long and now they could have gain lakhs and lakhs people as their viewership, and now they are being taken on payroll and you will understand that lot many social media you can easily identify they are working and they are on payroll and they are towing certain lines.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That, you know,
this,
yeah, mostly into the.
it is not very difficult to appreciate, though they will not say that they are representing a party, but by their content you can easily understand that they are for a particular party, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. I think that's a big issue, right, with the
Now,
ideas.
third, now let's go to the fourth dimension.
Hmm.
See, since you are a technocrat, you will understand it a little better. Earlier, the demand and supply used to be anticipated, estimated, and on the basis that any product was to be made, right?
Hmm.
Because that you will do the extrapolation of the demand, and that extrapolated demand then finally will be converted into the production line, and then it will be made available.
Hmm.
Now, with the innovations, with that startup and things like that, now we have come with the another culture where the smart people they innovate that probably this is your need, and they come out with a product and to cater for your need, and then they create market for it. They make you feel that you need it because it will cater for it will serve your this need,
Hmm.
right? Just a Kutumb app, it's a serving a need, right? So, so app is created, now it is serving a need, right? So that product is created, and then finally with the due marketing and making you feel really this product will be taking care of you in a better way and will serve your need better and with quality and with economy. So a market has been created. On the same philosophy, a kind of a survey has come up, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
survey is concocted, and then just like a marketing that is made to realize. So that survey will be made a basis to create impression, and then that survey will be converted into the reality, right? Now
Yeah.
let's go to the fifth dimension of there. Generally, they conduct badi aam sabha, big public meetings, right?
Yeah.
These public meetings are collected, and they are also almost a paid kind of the crowd where they send transportation, they make the daily payment of 500 rupees, they make the arrangement for the lunch, dinner, and breakfast, and such crowd just collected so that a psychological impression could be created that this party is popular, हवा जो है ना इसके फेवर में है, and they are going to win, right?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And the last stroke is that they will try to divide on the caste and religion basis and try to make them as a vote bank. And final, they will try to exploit your poverty. They will try to exploit. First, they will uh, open the kalaris and liquor shops in every place, in every mohallas, and in every village. And wherever it is, even there's no kalari, pouches will reach at those locations also, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yes.
freebies,
Hi. Hi, sir.
liquor, and money is used to purchase your boat because you are poor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you agree with this analysis that every party is doing this kind of the gimmick, right?
Yes,
So,
absolutely. I see that in day-to-day life, right? So whenever I see any party, and this happening in everywhere in India and also in Tamil Nadu, I see a lot, and yeah, so that's unfortunate, and yeah, but we have to
okay,
take steps.
okay.
Yeah.
So you agree that tickets by and large given on the consideration which we have deliberated. Now they could create a vote bank, or they could won election on the basis of strategy we just stated. Do you agree on these two counts?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So and also not to waste your time in that.
No, I will take a minute more because this is very important because that will give that what we are really intending to, right? That's why
Hmm.
it is directly connected with the app.
Okay,
I am
okay.
not wasting your time and my time because this analysis, a discussion with a intellect person will become the source of energy to other people to understand this dynamics.
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Right? I mean, basically, you are not the target. I am not really making you aware since this communication is being recorded. So it is intended for the larger crowd,
Okay, okay.
right? It is not intended you. Basically, you are one, what it is intended to many, right?
Okay, okay.
So now they are being elected from your board because of your board, but they don't represent you. They represent their political party, and in parliament they are afraid of party whip, and outside they are afraid of the party discipline. They don't dare to utter a word to represent you,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And they are afraid that whatever they are getting in exchange, that should not be snatched away. So even they would not like to voice your concern. It means though people are being elected by you, but they are not your representative and they are not representing you. Do you agree with this analysis?
Yes, yes, yeah. Mhm.
मतलब though you are voting, theoretically they are your representative, but practically they are not representing you, and they don't pretend to represent you. They all the time represent their political party, whether it is a deliberation inside or outside,
Hmm.
and they will always toe the party lines for the reason I have already stated. That will make you, what is your status? So we are the slave with the voting power. This is our final status. And now, for the last 75 years, different parties has come into the power, but nobody has analyzed it in this way, and nobody tried to basically give a solace to you to create a right kind of the vibrant democracy where everybody should live with the peace, irrespective of the caste, creed, or religion, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And uh, the very fact they are opting for the criminals. Do you know that the present parliament, as per their own declaration, 42% member of parliament are with the criminal record? Do you know this?
Yes, yes, I do. Yeah,
Do you,
unfortunately.
do you know that 29% of them they are having the worst kind of heinous offense to their credit, like murder,
Hmm.
dacoity,
Hmm.
kidnapping, rape, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know that in the recent election which has happened in or took place in Uttar Pradesh, there are 205 people, as per their own declaration, they are having the criminal record
Hmm.
out of 403. That makes it 51%.
Wow.
So majority of the criminals now ruling you. Since they are ruling you, can they give the better administration to you? Can they really say that I will change the law, I will make it more democratic, I will change the organizational setup to make it more accountable? So they will be given more power, including the magisterial power, to but have the better जो है ना command on you, to have the better rule on you. They would like to have the puppet everywhere so that those puppet can be used to strengthen. So even during the British rule, we were having the tenacity to challenge the Britishers in whose empire sun never used to set, because
Hmm.
somewhere the sun will be there, right? Uh, Still, you have freedom fighters and the people of India could challenge them uh, by pretending a judicial process. They were pronounced to be hanged, and they smilingly got themselves hanged. When you are choosing the government,
Hmm.
when you are choosing the government, now you don't have the guts to speak out against them. So RB have not become a bigger slab, deeper slab, self-centered slab, always talking of our own जो है welfare, our own things, never having that national perspective, where, and unfortunately our intellectuals are never really delved into this dimension. So the purpose of talking to you, your next project should be this also, right? Anyway,
Yes, yes,
now
absolutely.
I will come to the Kutumb app part of it.
Yeah.
So basically, the
So, yeah,
Kutumb
yeah.
app is suiting our requirement, because what it says that lot many Indians they are doing very good job. By culture, by nature, Indians are the good people, those who want to do something for the society, for the nation, right?
Hmm.
Whatever little way, everyone is trying to do that, right? Somebody
Yeah.
has made NGO, somebody has made society. They are the philanthropic in nature. Somebody who has trying to help out the children, orphan children. Somebody trying to blind and handicapped children. Somebody who is trying to say serve the meal in the hospital. So blah blah. Somebody is doing eye operation. Somebody is doing knee replacement. Somebody is doing blood donation. So depending upon the capacity and type of the mentality and type of the problem, everyone is trying to do something good, right? And
Yes.
whatever good we are trying to do, that is having very little and small localized impact.
Hmm.
Now, a, Kutumb app type of that things need to integrate everybody, which is who is nationalist in nature, having the energy and thinking to do. They can continue to do whatever they are doing, but at the larger level, at the opinion level, at the support level, at the energy level, they should join uh, this app, right? And what we feel that everyone who is joining with, he should take a pledge and should take out the 10 people every day for 9 days, so that uh, they should join with a kind of a pledge that from their own area of influence, they will be taking these 9 people, right? So our app is very good. It provides a lot many criteria to
Hmm.
really take
But
care
how?
that
Yes,
to,
sir.
to, to take care of their energy, which is being contributed for the growth of the kutum or for the growth of the community, right?
Yes, yes. Yes,
but
sir. But
but
how?
but, but it is a chain reaction, so I would like that there should be a secondary referral point also. So when somebody is included on the, say, recommendation or reference of one person, he gets 100 marks, right?
Yeah.
Now the whole referral chain, because that person जो है ना came into it maybe at the fourth level or fifth level, right? Say I added somebody who added some next person, the next person added some next person, the next person. So I would like that whole chain should get the 10 marks, right? So that they will get a additional incentive to check back from the person that he should continue to refer the case, and he should be in position to continue to motivate them to add more and more people. This point,
Okay.
have you understood?
No, no, no. Can you come? Can you go
They,
one more time?
at the present, there is 100 point for anybody joining on your reference,
Yes, yes,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Now this referral further to add the motivation, because what we say that it is not a advertisement, it is
Hmm.
not a publicity game, it is
Hmm.
not pushing the things on social media. It is by having one-to-one dialogue as I am talking to you, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that too in our own area of influence, right?
Hmm.
And we may prefer if in our area of influence there are societies, NGOs, those who are really contributed a lot for many years. If we are in position to rope in their president, their people, I mean, in charge, and their committee members, then they can add the people of their area of influence, right? Now,
Hmm.
in order to maintain that chain, I would
Hmm.
like that there would be secondary referral point.
Okay.
So 100, the person who is first immediately brought you in, and the 10 marks should go, 10 points should go to everyone who is in that chain from the originator. So the person who originated the one, then second, then third, whole chain should get 10 points. It,
Okay. Okay.
it will increase the motivation level.
Ha ha ha. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got
Right?
it.
Right. Now, if you are writing the motivational post, uh, it can be that post is accepted, they will get the point. Now, second point, right? Now, the
Hmm.
grading system should be there, so that administrator should be in position to grade that post, right? तो
Hmm.
किसी ने कहीं से कुछ भी पोस्ट कर दिया और किसी ने बहुत अच्छा पोस्ट लिखा, the everything should not have the same marks,
Hmm.
right? तो it means जब वो अप्रूवल के लिए पोस्ट आ रही है, उसी समय The administrator should be given the opportunity to grade that post. तो अच्छी पोस्ट के लिए उसको ज्यादा मार्क्स मिलेंगे, राइट? और जब आप उसको ग्रेड कर रहे हैं तो उसको रेफरेंस में पहुंचना चाहिए, यस योर जो है ना पोस्ट हैज बीन ग्रेडेड बाय द एडमिन of this level, right? And you have got for this post this much marks. So now it is having the two component. Number one, component of the grading. Hence, it will maintain the high quality communication, motivational communication. जो फालतू का बकवास जो सोशल मीडिया में चल रहा है, that need not to be posted over here, right? Unless it is having the direct relevance and it is with intention, and that intention should be reflected in his comments. So the admin can really weigh these things, what he has written in his comment and what is the content he is forwarding. Based on this, there would be an element of the assessment, and since those posts comes for the approval in any case, right? Because that is a very good point of this Kutumb app. Nobody is allowed to put whatever they like. It comes to the admin for the approval. So the admin at the time of approval, it can give the ranking, and accordingly there will be differential marks or points which will be allotted to the person. That will help in maintaining the quality of the post.
Okay, okay. But is
Right?
it like I'm not an admin, I would like to understand. So every time a person
See,
wants to post, so you
every
have to
time,
approve that?
even now, whatever is being posted, it only appears in the public domain if it is approved by the admin. So it comes to me for
Okay,
approval, right? At
okay,
the
okay,
at
got
the
it.
moment I am just approving, right? So before approving, there should be ranking. Even for the refusal, there should be ranking. You should give the 0 marks or negative marks, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There could be even negative marks also, right? What could be done? आपने disapprove किया, your post has been disapproved and you have been given 5 negative marks. That will
Okay.
discourage to put the negative post in the group.
Right, right, right. Yeah, got it, got it, got it. I think that's a really a valid point, and I think that's how you create more engagement in the community, and also you don't promote like a negative posts.
Not only engagement, quality engagement and
Ah,
positive engagement.
yes, yes, yes,
So it
yeah,
is giving the two dimensions. Say when you are giving a number of marks points, then you are evaluating it, right? Number one.
yeah.
Number two, since we are making the provision of the negative also, so if you are giving negative marks, it means it will be disapproved, right? Automatically. Negative marks means disapproved, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Even 0 mark is disapproved, right? So
Yes.
0 or below will be negative marks. In the negative marks, it will take away those points from your kitty,
Hmm. Yes,
right?
yes, yes. And
And there will be notification also to the person. It is not done secretly. So there
okay.
will be notification that your post has been graded, viewed adversely. You have been allotted this much minus marks.
Hmm. Okay,
So
okay.
it will dissuade the partners not to put the bullshit, right? And
Hmm.
and along with that, there could be a advice from the administrator. So एक advice का एक memo type का, there could be a field, memo field, where the admin could write a suggestive that what they should keep in mind for the future.
Ah, right, right, right. Got it, got it, got it.
That will enhance the further. It will further add the value to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, absolutely. This is, I think, eye opener for me. Like, okay, because I talk to a lot of users and, they have a different perspective. But, when I see the real, okay, admins are the one, creator of the different groups. So I would like to understand, this is like, okay, how to have, control over what kind of post,
Otherwise,
we
the
can.
creator has created that community with particular objective and intention.
Yes,
So it is
absolutely.
his responsibility to maintain that alignment,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
And so
Yeah.
basically, the moment you will put the negative marks, the person who is feeling uncomfortable, he will immediately quit. So it will help to, maintain a community of the right people. So even the people who have joined wrongly, the process will beat out them. They will be beat it out themselves, right? Matlab, instead of I am removing them as a admin, they would remove themselves, because they may treat it as a disrespect for them, and they may treat it, this is not the place for me, because say somebody is putting a nasty or even pornographic material, right? Nobody has put so far. I mean, I'm very sure nobody would do it, that kind of thing in
Yeah.
any good community, right? Unless the community is itself created with that kind of dirty intent, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what I am saying, that anybody who will feel he is out of place with that community, he will immediately get removed from himself. Will remove him, and if worse come worse, still he is not getting removed. And if the admin feels, so there is already provision to remove him.
Right. 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 So, like, just I will go through. I won't take like more than 10 minutes, and I will go through, what are the questions I have. Please allow me to do that.
Ek minute.
Uh,
I mean, just let me first complete my part of it, because
okay.
I am having very specific things to do, and this conversation I will share with the app developer also,
Okay. Okay.
because what I feel, that ultimately it is not you, but the app people would have to do their groundwork, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
they are
Yes.
already in touch with me. I will have, pass on this our conversation to them. So they are that people. If they agree, then they will do these changes, or it will be a part of your report also. So probably that will further reinforce their impression, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you will put it a little with a lot of perspective, and where you have spoken to the other admins also, so their views will also come, right?
Yes.
So now this is about the point system, and basically from our point of view, this point is very important. So since you are taking pin code, the pin code should list the people, those say in a particular block, particular district, particular state. So state is still coming. I will be happy if the list, for at least for the admin, may come in a block wise, district wise, or state wise. It will help, and that too in a descending order, right?
Yeah.
So if it is in descending order, it will help to identify who are working diligently and properly for taking this cause forward, and then they can be allotted the responsibility. So they can be made block in charge, they can be made district in charge, and they can be made state in charge. At present, you are just allotting by looking his profile. So if someone is of a great profile, but if he is not contributing, why he should be given responsibility? Why
Hmm.
he should be allowed to boss over the others without his real contribution? It is happening in politics also. So
Yeah.
that kind of the things must not happen in this kind of things, which are having such a great ambition of changing the nation, transforming the nation, changing the law, changing the organizational setup, changing the of creating a right kind of the ecosystem where each and every Indian can really grow.
Yes. 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 So. So.
Just a minute, allow me. I have not come. So this part, is it clear to you?
Yes.
Basically,
Yes. Yes.
here I want, say, earlier we were talking of the allotment of the point. Now we are talking reporting or display of the result, right?
Yeah.
So the result should be displayed state के अंदर जो है ना, there could be another category district, or if you don't want to say, then there could be system के whether you want district or you don't want the district, right? Some people may not be interested in having the district and block, but I would be interested for very simple reason, because I would like to allot them the responsibility to give that various appointment, and that appointment will be based on the point he is earning,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? So it will help the admin to distribute various responsibilities, and then there could be a system of say 3 monthly review also. So it, whatever appointment you have done, it can give you whether you want to really change it, right? So 3 monthly review system could also be there, that will force that admin to apply the mind and to weed out the inactive people, right? So the people
Hmm.
those who are not contributing in that quarter, they can be either given some kind of a memo and some kind of the motivational input, or if admin feels, they could be removed from that responsibility.
Okay, 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 okay.
Matlab, this
Okay.
will help to promote the cause. It will serve the larger purpose.
Right, right, right. Got it, sir. So, but
Okay.
how do you know?
Now let me go. How you are asking
Because
you.
I have another meeting at 9, so I would like to just go through some of my questions so that I won't miss.
I will take a minute more. If you want to have any query about whatever I said, then I would like to reply that first. Then I will take a minute more, and then I will listen to your questions.
Okay, 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 sir.
So, do you have any question? Whatever I said so far?
No, no, sir. Like, this is all valid points.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
I will go for the meeting part of it. So the lot many apps are there is so in which जो है we need to really make a difference. So number one, there could be a facility of recording. At the moment, we are using screen recording kind of the things. If that
Hmm.
recording is done and locally stored in a file, that will be a better idea. So recording of the meeting and a high quality recording of a meeting should be ensured, right?
Hmm.
Now it gives the chat box also, right? So what I feel that the chat box जो है that create a problem when you are focusing on display and impact, right? So the
Hmm.
admin should have the option whether he want the chat box in display or that it may go off the display, right? Or
Hmm.
when he want to read the chat, then he can just off and on he can do that job. He can sometimes display chat box and sometimes he can remove it, so that that video conference recording that can also be posted, that will serve the purpose and it will become say information to the members, those who could not attend that meeting,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? Now, the third thing I would like to say that it is having only one position, that is the portrait position, right? Uh,
Hmm.
Nowadays, majority of the things are they are in a landscape. People don't want to hold mobile vertically; they would like to hold mobile horizontally, right? So that is called landscape. So I would like that the display option should also be there. If the meeting holder he want it in a portrait format, then let it be in portrait display, otherwise it may be in landscape, right?
Hmm.
If additional feature like whosoever is speaking, his photo could be little below bigger, then it will become little more attractive. So whosoever is speaking, that should bring his photo should come in forefront without making any selection. So if it could be done by the software without making choices, otherwise you may force it by the choice. So the admin can have the choice which should be in a larger space or which should be a smaller space. If that is done, the impact of the meeting will be enhanced and improved many times.
Hmm. Hmm. Right, right, right,
So
sir.
these were the few points which I was really keen to talk to you. Now I am open for the questions which you are having in your mind.
Perfect, perfect, sir. So, first, I would like to know how do you come to know about the Kutumb app? Uh, anyway, like word of mouth or social media or someone referred. Uh,
Basically, people referred their own Kutumb, and then we found that it is a good thing. And so since I am having almost a lakh follower on the different social media, so few of them they have recommended, कि, sir, whatever you are saying, a large portion will be catered by this app, because because our own app was in making, right?
hmm.
So
So,
then we blocked our app, or rather उसको slow कर दिया मैंने, because I felt कि this app is reasonably doing the job and it will be better if I can really talk to the technical team. So I had few discussion with them as well, and I gave few suggestions to them.
okay, 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 right, right. So, you said you have a lakh followers in some other social media, and may I know what?
Yeah.
Where?
Many. All. I am that Crime Free Bharat mission is having presence everywhere: Instagram, the Twitters, LinkedIn, and everywhere.
Okay, okay, okay. Right, 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 sir. And okay, I can see. Yeah, how do you think it's different? Because why did you come?
It is basically good because it is having the Pratishtha point. And secondly, it is having the meeting. But if that provisions I have said, if the that could also be made, that is better. But the biggest attraction was allotment of the Pratishtha point because that serves as a motivation, and it is a feature to give that to give a certificate on the daily basis, and then on weekly basis, and then on monthly basis, and then all the time basis. That is
Hmm.
excellent provision, and those certificate one can really keep in their folders also, and then they can really, I mean, that is a point of prestige if they feel and they can have the record that they have contributed so much.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely, sir.
So
So,
this feature of not only giving rewards but daily giving a certificates is a daily motivator.
absolutely, sir,
So the
absolutely.
second feature, this is a very good feature. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And
Third is the meeting, and with the kind of a meeting, if and basically it is having unlimited audience. So six people could be in forefront, whose photos would be there, but everybody else can listen on the same media. So that is also a very wonderful point. Say if you are having a say in future, we are expecting that we will grow to the 100 crore and maybe 140 crores. Means whole population will be the part of the Kutumb Crime Free Bharat mission app, right?
hmm, hmm.
So the advantage that everybody can listen, that will be the great advantage for the Crime Free Bharat mission.
Yes, yes,
So
yeah.
the six top, or even they can be swapped also. So the present provision is very good. Good if by any reason the admin feels that some person has to be removed from the seat, he can remove him and he can bring some more important person who might have joined little late.
Hmm, hmm.
So this is also very good provision, which I really liked because you allowed someone and some more important person has come, and you feel that his presence will make the value addition in your meeting. Then that relatively less important person can be removed from the seat, and you can offer that seat to the person.
Yes, 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 sir.
And at the
Hmm.
same platform, if you are getting that everybody is listening, and through the chat, you can intermittently check what is coming in the chat box. So you can, in the last, when you have to give the answers or something like that, you can refer to the chat box. So without any problem, you can just, the chat box will appear, and you can listen and you can give the reply to them.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay.
So this is also a very wonderful provision. But I feel that the suggestion which has been given by me, it will further enhance its quality.
Yes, yes, of course, so we will, when we talk with the, like many admins, so we'll see, okay, this future really is going to change the life of the admins and the whole group. Okay, then, we will suggest, okay, this could be,
Basically, it may not be used by the all admin, but
ha, ha, ha.
if you are having one group which can change the face and fate of this country, I feel your technical team should come forward and go out of the way to make it happen.
Yes, yes,
Because
sir.
it is not question of individual, it's not question of community, it is question of the country.
Yes,
And
yes,
of the country, जहाँ पे कि जो है your political setup and everybody is trying to befool you, and though we are celebrating independence of the 75 Mahotsav, but the politicians are not honest to confess that we were on the wrong track. If you are on the track of the Mumbai, you will never reach Delhi.
yes, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
So we are on the wrong track, and nobody is confessing. So their the religion of the political party, how to acquire power and how to stay in power. They are
Yes,
nationalists to the limited level when it can really create the bad vote bank, and there also they are more interested in Kathni rather than Karni.
hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
they are more interested in saying rather than doing it.
Yes, yes, sir. And quickly ramp up the questions. So, how many communities, or you said you are referred through someone for the Kutumb app for some community, and
Basically, I am connected with lot many people. So the people just said that I don't recall, but there were many. Those who the people wanted me to join, but since my focus is the Crime Free Bharat mission, so no, I
okay,
have not
okay.
joined many, but as I have joined.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Got it, sir.
Yeah.
And when you sign up, for this, for the crime, on the Kutumb app, how easy was that, because you have to
It was
do.
not difficult. They were having certain issues. Then I replied them, and they immediately approved it.
Okay, okay, okay. And what kind of issues? Any?
They just wanted to verify the authenticity of the person who is creating the group. So I mean, it's perfectly fine
Yes, yes. That's
because
the.
that fictitious people should not be in position to create a group.
Yes, absolutely. Even like when I talk to some founders, this like some people working at Kutumb app, they said they allow only minimum some percentage to create a community, because they want to scrutinize at the first level itself. Uh,
Basically,
and,
the fictitious person and the person, even we should look into the objective. Rather, they should ask that what objective, with what objective you are creating, because that
hmm.
objective. See, if you will not be very particular about it, then each and everybody will create it, and that negative people will also come forward. I feel enabler should always have the tendency to look into this dimension, that whether it should not be a anti-national, it should not be a pro, it should not be a negative kind of the community, which might we should not create bhasmasur,
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right?
And yeah, yeah, yeah. And in how have you met any people outside the Crime Free Bharat mission outside? Because as you are the creator, and because mostly it's online, right? So have you created any event offline for that?
Basically, it is not gelling because there's a lot of pressure from my people that I should do that. But I am deliberately avoiding it because
Hmm.
I want to come out with a model where the physical activity should be zero. Because when you commit the physical activity, it gives the opportunity to someone who is not liking this initiative to get force. They may get an opportunity to put the false allegation, or some of the people, those who got collected, they might do something nonsense, or some negative forces might send their own people to do the nonsense, and then will try to put give the discredit to the group. I would not
Uh,
like any discredit should come to my mission. So what I said, that since I am basically providing, just a minute, Gudiya, I am providing a bigger, Gudiya, I am in a very important conversation. Uh, so since I am providing a bigger umbrella, and I am trying all minor community, all minor जो है social organization, NGOs, everybody should join, whether they are professionals, whether they are labor, whether they are farmers, each and every one should join, and we will try to really reach out to them. We will identify such people, we will talk to them, and we will try to identify them, right?
hmm.
So basically, here we want to keep physical activity to the minimum. But if my followers, my other groups, they invite me as a chief guest, I will go and I will have the physical participation. But at present, I don't intend to do any physical activity from Crime Free Bharat mission side,
Okay, okay, okay.
because
Right.
it is more for making it sure nobody should be those who are maybe afraid of this large vision which is capable of transforming this country. Probably people may like to send their dummies who will might create some problem over there, and may like to give some discredit to you.
Yes,
So that
yes, sir.
there's a very specific reason not to जो है ना go for the other activities. Other people can do that, go for the plantation, do this, or some celebrate function, celebrate festivals, or those kind of the things. But that is
Hmm.
more for the community, which are for the social kind of cause, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here it is a national cause, so I have to be cautious. This is my thinking at the moment. It may change with the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Of course, sir. When people change, and of course, we learn and then we'll change.
Yeah,
Correct.
if that situation demands, because you intend to achieve a larger objective.
Hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
if the situation will demand for the objective, you should be flexible enough to do that. Number one, and you should be married to the cause and objective rather than your processes and your other things, right?
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
non-substantive things should not be given any attention beyond a level.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, and how much time do you spend a day at Kutumb? Maybe half an hour, 1 hour, or 2 hours, an average.
Maybe 4 5 hours.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because you cannot transform a nation just by dedicating few minutes here and there. It cannot be your
Yes,
hobby.
yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
has to be your mission. You have to be dedicated to the cause.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, of course. And just to understand, about you, more about you, like, I
So
can.
I am an IPS officer,
Okay, okay,
and
sir.
I am former DGP of from Madhya Pradesh. I had been DGP rank for almost 7 years. I was
Okay,
on deputation with the government of India for about 8 years, and
okay, 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 sir.
so
But
having a national and exposure and international exposure as well.
right, 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 right. And you are so right now you are in Mumbai, right? Mumbai or
No, I am
Maharashtra?
not in Mumbai. I am at Bhopal, that is the capital of Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, okay,
So I
okay.
am from Madhya Pradesh cadre, so not at
Right,
Mumbai.
right,
Hmm.
right, 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 sir. Thank you, thank you.
Right.
And just to understand about your demography, and may I know what's your age, sir? If you don't take it wrong way.
It is more than 61.
Wow, you still have a lot of energy, sir.
You can't transform nation without having energy, without having dedication, without having anything.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that is the basic requirement if you are having such kind of the larger objective.
yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir. And how many languages do you speak, sir? Like,
Uh, I can speak Hindi, English, and I have formally I can speak French also, but only these
French?
three languages. I don't know many of Indian languages. I wish to learn, but paucity of time is not allowing me to do that.
Of
And
course, of course.
basically, learning more languages keep your faculty more engaged and better. So it is
Hmm.
very good for your mental health as well.
Yes, yes, yeah, of course, of course. And just to understand your family, how many members are you in your family?
Uh, Me and my wife and my two daughters, but say they are not living with us.
Okay, 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 okay. Uh, right, right. And normally, how your day-to-day, life look like? When do you wake up, and what all activities do you do? And just a regular day.
Oh, it start with the yoga. It start with little spiritual activity like meditation, and then largely I dedicate for this cause because I feel nation need some right direction because whatever this mission is doing, it is a transformational activity.
Hmm.
I feel each technocrat, each one must join. They should continue with their job, but they should be the part of this mission. They should be member to it, and whatever little 15 minute, 20 minute, half an hour they can contribute, they must contribute. Say we need to. It's a technology driven mission, right? So we
Hmm.
have to invent and work on the technology. So many of the technocrats may help in creating the technology,
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right?
And
Then we have to really recast our laws. So even all law institutions they can join and creating draft which may be refined with the public discourse.
yes, 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 sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what all the other apps do you use in apart from Kutum? And yeah. Normally, what do
No,
you
I
do
think
to
let's
promote?
not. I said I am on all social media, and largely that is for this mission only. I am not
Hmm.
basically I am focusing on this mission alone. So when I am on all social media, it is keeping this mission in mind, nothing else.
Okay, one mission, right, right. Uh, right, right, sir. And do you know how much time do you spend versus TV, mobile phone, and radio in
TV has virtually gone to zero.
okay.
But yes, I spend a lot of time on mobile because I have to connect with everyone.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah. And that's, of course, it's a big medium right now, and yeah. Um, and do you shop online? Any product from Amazon, Flipkart?
Majority of the purchasing is done online only,
Okay, okay,
and
okay.
Amazon is one of the primary source. But it is not limited to Amazon alone.
Okay, okay, okay. Uh, and how do you spend your money, sir, normally? Like, do you invest or do you spend more on traveling or, any particular expense do you make a lot?
I really don't focus on that, but I my primary focus that I really don't want to apply my mind on those issues because
Okay,
for
okay.
me money is secondary.
Yes, okay, okay.
I am having no interest in growing my money because if that will take away my time, that much time will not be available for this mission.
Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. Got it, got it.
No,
Um,
that is my commitment level for the mission. That precisely I want to say. So even creating more money is not a because I feel but how much whatever time I will invest in those activities, that much less time will be available for this mission.
Yes, yes, sir, yes, sir. And do you, yeah, that's, I can understand it's a mission. So I can say because, a lot of other, admins, they have a different purpose, right? So they come and, maybe have who are all contributing more to the community, they have VIP status or something like that. But I'm not, I don't think, that will help you here. Do you agree with me?
Come again?
Because some other communities they have to promote who are all contributing, or some people who want to gain status in that community, but of course they can purchase VIP status and come more into that. um,
It cannot be purchased.
yeah, but here it is a different thing,
Yeah,
here it's a
it
different
just
mission.
cannot be purchased.
Yes, yes, it's not a good thing to do that. uh, Right, 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 sir. And when did you start this, crime free mission?
It was started in 2017.
Okay,
And yeah, and
okay,
it is. Let me tell you that it is a mission of Government of India as well. It is named as a National Police Mission, and
okay,
I am the project leader even after the retirement.
okay, 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 sir. And when did you join this Kutumb app? Uh,
I think it's hardly 20 days, 15 to 20 days.
okay, 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 not long ago. Okay,
No.
and how was the support from the Kutumb app? Everything, it's go.
Uh, so far none. Basically, I just spoken to them. They have promised to do the improvement, but nothing material so far happened.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, okay, okay. And do you feel like do you need more data about the person that you're getting in, or
Yeah,
or you?
that will be advisable, but I would not like any sensitive जो है data or document should be taken from them
Uh-huh.
because then probably I mean I will not like it that should come. But say like a driving license or those kind of the things or address proof, this kind of the document if taken not immediately that
Hmm.
there could be some credit or जो है ना credibility or credibility tag. So if he has attached his identification document, but in identification Aadhaar or the PAN card etc. must not be taken.
Ha ha ha.
right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all why,
Because so that non-sensitive information like address proof and like identity card other than PAN or Aadhaar card.
ha, ha, ha.
Because then that kind of the data will be accumulated at the Kutumb app label, and it may be sometime may be misused by anyone. I mean though they are promising data privacy, but it is their promise. If somebody will be breaking, you have no control on them.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, right, right. Um, and once again, sir, I'm just going, any questions that I missed. Um, have you used Telegram, because that is, you
Yeah,
connected
I,
to
I'm using Telegram. I'm using all social apps. Every,
Celebs?
I'm on Telegram as well.
Okay. But how different do you feel compared to Telegram and
No,
uh,
there's a no things. I mean, it is serving the different purpose.
hmm,
It is meant for the community. So, Kutum app in far superior for its own purpose. Say, the Telegram is having very good advantage that it permits that long group, big groups. Because now I can see that even the 2 lakh people can be in a group. So that is a very wonderful from my say, communication purpose, right? The people, those who are outside and who have not joined the community, so we can maintain the reach through the telegram to them.
hmm, hmm, hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yes, I got most of your points, and it was a great discussion, understanding everything, how you connecting all the dots, and where you want to take this mission, and and what are the features you like to have at Kutum app, and that will definitely help our projects, and we'll yeah, sir, we'll keep in touch, and whenever have I can update you about our project, how we are going, and that.
It will be a pleasure to talk to you again. And I did not get your name. Please, would you please repeat your name?
Yes, sir, Bhaskar. Bhaskar.
Mr. Bhaskar, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.
But have a nice day, sir.
Okay, thank you.